really, LaMarcus is like family, like close, like my mom, and you know, like when I hear LaMarcus, I know you either A, went to school with me, or you know me since we was kids. YB is like my pet. He was something else. I'm gonna just put it like that.
He was a part of your growth.
He was part of my growth for sure. You know, and I love him. I love him, bro. Like I've had many great memories with that guy. You know, but you know, and I think Yoda Bless was like my more, you know, forming into trying to be something different outside of just like the street guy. You know,
For sure.
and Director Yoda B is the form you see me in today, brother.
I heard it.
So there you go.
That's tough. That's tough.
And that whole thing that you just broke down is like
My
the
history.
your history, the story of evolution.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody got to start and they got to finish.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You really broke it down like, hey, this is what it is and this is what it was.
Right.
So, hey,
sure.
gotta salute that.
No, for
sure.
sure. I like that question. That was a good question.
How did you get your start? I've known you when I first got introduced to you.
Right. It was the church, you know, like we grew up in the church, you know, like me and my brothers, I ain't gonna sugarcoat it or nothing. We grew up in the church. My mama tried to raise us right. My dad tried to raise us right and do it. It was our decisions that we made that guided us to where we ended up, right? So we grew up in the church.
Powerful.
We was we sung in the choir. We sung in, you know, we always was singing, always. Like I started off singing, you know, a lot of people don't know that. But I actually stared off as a singer. You know, I used to lead songs at our church. You know?
What key you was singing in? What key you was like a soprano?
I was a high note. I was a high note.
Alto?
Yeah, I had a high pitched voice before I hit puberty, bro. You know, and I still ain't deep enough, but you know. So yeah, bro, I used to sing this song. It was hallelujah, hallelujah. That was my joint, right? They used to make me sing that every day. I hated it, you know, until eventually I fell in love, and then one day we was cleaning out the church, and me and Super always shouts me out, so you're gonna hear a lot about my big brother Super in this interview, you know.
So,
but shout out to Super.
My grandma, she gave us this. It was like this. It was a tape player. Like I'm 30.
oh my God.
I'm 30, bro. So you know, don't laugh at me.
Let's go.
But we had two tapes, so we put one on the beat, and one was just like for the words that we was gonna say, and we would hit it and play it and hit it and play it.
Yes, sir.
And I remember my first song. You know, I remember my first lyrics.
Do you remember the lyrics?
Yeah. I can say first word. Always got money on my mind. I'm a young nigga, but I still stay on my grind.
Yeah.
HCMS nigga, that's what I rep. I'm a young nigga, but I do my two steps, some shit like that. Never forget that, bro.
Let's go.
Like 11, 12.
Oh, you look stupid.
Yeah, I was 11. Yo, funny story. Side note. When I was growing up, I didn't really do my homework. I was a bad kid. So what I would do is, my mom's a voucher for this. Like, I would never do my homework and write rhymes. Like, she'd tell me, why you ain't doing homework? She look at my paper, she see 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16.
Yeah.
And that is the bars, you know? So I would write my bars out, you know, and ultimately that's how I got into music. And then my oldest brother started rapping, and, you know, that's the history of that.